Good morning. Happy Saturday. It's another Saturday. Well, isn't Romans 8 the most wonderful chapter? There's so much in it. We may linger here a while, but then one thought a day. Let's try and keep it to one thought a day. And my mind gets so full of these wonderful truths in Romans. I'm just looking at the little passage between verse 12 and verse 17 of Romans chapter 8. What lovely, lovely statements. You can read them and just bypass them, but stop and think. All who are led by the Spirit of God are sons of God. Wow! This echoes what John says at the beginning of his gospel, doesn't he? That those who believed in the one who came as light into the darkness, those who believed in him were given the power to become children of God, born not of human desire, but born of God. And that is us. That is the real, deep down spiritual truth about you and me. We are sons of God. We have been raised to the most wonderful position by the gift of God to us. And then we often quote, don't we, the verse in, where is it? I think it's Timothy, that we were not given a spirit of fear, we were given a spirit of a sound mind. Can't quite quote it this morning, but this verse says in verse 15, you did not receive the spirit of slavery to fall back into fear, but you've received the spirit of sonship. When we cry, Abba, Father, or Daddy, it's the Spirit bearing witness with our spirit that we are children of God. He realizes as he writes this that it's very hard for earthbound, ordinary human beings to really believe that they are children of God. This is not in the sense that a lot of people talk about all mankind being God's offspring because we were made in his likeness, and that is true. But as the sonship was lost by Adam through the sin that he and Eve committed, it was lost to all of us, but it has been restored to all of us. And believe it or not, we are God's children. We are the children of God. And when this imagery of a family, the role, I know we have a modern world in which the responsibility for providing for and caring for the family rests on two pairs of shoulders these days, the man and the woman's. In the scriptures and in the time when the scriptures were written, the responsibility for providing for, protecting and ruling over and controlling and organising and setting the rules for a family was in the man's hands. It was the father who had the ultimate responsibility. And the Father, our Father, has the ultimate responsibility for us as his children. And he cares for us as a father cares for us, as a father cares for his children. You think of the best father, human father that has ever lived. God is a better father than that. More trustworthy, more loving, more caring. He never lets his children down. He is always there for him. He's always interested in what they're doing, just like a human father is interested and sticks on the wall the grubby, very strange drawing done by, a 2.5-year-old with a crayon in its hands, scribbling, hey, look, Daddy, that's you, and that's me, and that's Mummy, and that's the dog. And Daddy looks at it and says, oh, that's a beautiful drawing, absolutely gorgeous. And he puts it on the wall. And 10 years later, little Johnny looks at it and says, why do you still keep that picture I drew when I was 2.5? And Daddy says, oh, it was the day you discovered drawing. The joy that a father experiences over the achievements of his children is just a reflection of the joy that God the Father has, the pleasure he takes in what we do, what we achieve, how we think, how we worship, how we love him, how we return to him something of what he's given to us. And if we are children, and we are, believe it, we are, then we are heirs, heirs of God and fellow heirs with Jesus, or joint heirs. We are joint heirs with Jesus of everything that the Father owns. That is something to really think about today. That as we seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and perhaps suffer in this life, we will be glorified with Jesus. We are joint heirs, co-heirs. It never suggests anywhere that Jesus gets the big portion as the firstborn and we get a tiddly bit at the end of it. No, we are joint heirs. Just think about some of these things today. And I'll see you tomorrow for a Sunday thought. It's another day of worship tomorrow. Get ready to worship the wonderful Father who cares for us all. Have a great day. God bless. See you tomorrow.